Hello everyone, and welcome to my Iconic Goodbyes channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sharon and Phyllis have a meltdown while others rally in their support. At Crimson Lights, Nick met Summer, who was trying not to worry about Phyllis. Esther served them and mentioned that Sharon never informed her that she was leaving town. Chance joined them, but he saw no evidence that Phyllis was missing. Summer maintained that given the circumstances surrounding a potential business venture with Daniel, it made no sense for her mother to leave town right now, and Nick agreed. Chance received a call confirming Sharon had not checked into any spas or motels in Sedona. Nick pointed out that Sharon's automobile was not at the property, but Chance confirmed that she had not taken a flight either. Summer contrasted it to Sharon claiming to be in Madison while actually staying in a motel in town. Nick insisted Sharon was in a decent mental and emotional state. Chance agreed that Sharon would not cause anyone to worry. Nick stated that he was unable to care for those he cared about when they were absent. He was 99.99% certain that what was happening with Sharon and Phyllis was not good. Daniel asked Billy if he had any guesses about where Phyllis might be. Billy claimed that when he was in Paris, Phyllis phoned him frequently and was enthusiastic about the company. So leaving now didn't make sense. Daniel revealed that Sharon went missing around the same time and they both contacted home from burner phones at the same time. Daniel wondered whether they had left town together and did not want anyone to know. Billy believed Phyllis wanted to move on from her and Sharon's history. Billy suggested they consider that Phyllis and Sharon were taken together. They joked that whomever put them in a room together would be pleading with someone to take them back by now. Daniel assumed Ian and Jordan were the only two persons insane enough to steal them, but both were killed. Summer contacted Daniel and invited him to join them at Crimson Lights. Billy told Daniel he wanted to accompany him. At Crimson Lights, Chance reiterated his conclusions. Billy indicated Sharon and Phyllis were together, but not by choice. The gang considered all of their alternatives, including if someone else had taken them or if they were the only two responsible in their own disappearance. Nick got a coffee refill at the desk. Esther informed him that Sharon had agreed to cover her shift and she had an important coffee ground reading to attend. Nick returned to the gathering and requested that everyone keep their disappearance between them. Chance called, and the cops found Sharon's car at Cassidy First, but not in its regular location. Chance requested the call information so he could try to find the burner phone locations. Daniel noticed that it was beginning to sound like an official probe. Nick stated that he was trying to resist the urge to assume the worst, but it was becoming increasingly difficult. Sharon searched through literature at the asylum for clues as to who kidnapped them, but Phyllis thought it was a waste of time. She assumed they would not have brought them there unless they had a link to it. Phyllis believed the asylum was a reference to Sharon's mental condition. Sharon pondered if their captor had been a doctor or a patient. Sharon and Phyllis argued over whether she could locate any form of hint. Phyllis just wanted to get out of there and was prepared to throw money at the person. She was tired of the puzzles and no longer cared about them. Sharon claimed that the riddles and the entire scenario of the kidnapping were written by someone who was well-versed in their history. They despised how much they loathed one another and may have been damaged by it. Phyllis inquired whether she felt the person was a friend or a family member. Phyllis and Sharon disagreed about which of them could be the reason for someone to come after both of them. Phyllis raged at Sharon for framing Daniel. Sharon suggested that Phyllis would never let it go, which could be why they were kidnapped. They agreed that whomever was behind it had the resources to carry it out. Phyllis proposed Nick, saying he was weary of their squabbling and wanted them to finally work things out. Sharon thought that was silly, so they debated which youngsters were capable of snatching them. Sharon accused Phyllis and Summer of committing it, so Phyllis snapped and informed Sharon that if she wanted to fight, she was ready. Phyllis suspected it was a fellow patient of Sharon's who had heard her accuse Phyllis for months. Sharon and Phyllis yelled at each other about their faults. Sharon suggested that they allow their predicament to escalate into a war since the kidnapper may want them at odds. Phyllis shrieked at the speaker, asking her which one it was, eventually get along or kill one another. She was prepared for the latter. Phyllis urged Sharon not to intentionally irritate her since she didn't know what she was capable of anymore. Phyllis took up a chair and announced that she was going to shatter the window with it and then scream as loudly as she could to summon help. Sharon battled with her for the chair, fearing that doing so might lead to their deaths. Sharon reminded Phyllis that it was midwinter and they would freeze to death. They plopped down on the couch, defeated. Sharon apologized for her allegations. She told Phyllis that whomever was behind it knew and loathed them. Phyllis asked the speaker if he was entertained. "I am not here to be entertained." "That's not the point," he said. He reminded them that the game was all that mattered, and it was time to get back to it. "What is both valuable and inexpensive?" he asked. "Pushing buttons, leaky leak, and fierce face-off." Someone presses a rival's buttons, a leak is detected, and a character tries to promote peace. Billy Abbott pushes buttons. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Wednesday, March 5th, indicate that Billy Abbott will decide to press Adam Newman's buttons. Unfortunately, this competition continues to boil up, with no end in sight. Will Billy try to inform Adam that his new communications company may pose a danger to Newman Media's success? Instead of bothering Adam, Billy might focus his efforts on finding his missing employee, Phyllis Summers. Fans across town are aware that Victor Newman has planted a few of moles at Jabot to obtain information about Jack Abbott's company. The mustache is hellbent on vengeance, and it appears that his plan includes the demise of the cosmetics company. According to the Young and the Restless teasers, these moles will fulfill their job by leaking important information. Will Jack figure out who is behind this? Nikki Newman advocates for peace. Speaking of which, Nikki Newman will once again play the role of mediator between one of her closest friends and her spouse on the episode. She will do her utmost to encourage Jackie and the mustache to set aside their differences. But, will they? Their feud has lasted decades, and there doesn't appear to be an end in sight. If Jack discovers a mole in Jabot who is leaking information, he may suspect Victor is behind it. Will he face Victor in the episode? How ugly could this showdown get? YNR spoilers, Phyllis's surprising move after captivity, claiming Billy for herself? According to previews for The Young and the Restless, Phyllis Summers may make a shocking move with Billy Abbott once she is released from the crazy asylum. Phyllis is missing, and Billy is more concerned about her than he lets on. Could this be because he still harbors feelings for the redhead? Definitely, maybe. Billy has concerns about Phyllis's safety, given that she was eager to join Abbott Communications alongside her son Daniel Romalotti. Nothing is more important to her than her children, so retreating from the spotlight is unusual. Billy is wondering if Red has been abducted, which he has some experience with after having his wife kidnapped as payback for gambling debts. Phyllis is truly in captive and is forced to play a strange game with Sharon Newman by their kidnapper. Phyllis and Sharon in trouble. Phyllis and Sharon are being held together in a game in which they must cooperate to live. We know the two ladies can't be locked up indefinitely, so let's look ahead to Phyllis's first move after being released. There is little doubt that being held hostage will have an impact on Phyllis and Sharon. She may begin to appreciate the value of time and take action rather than remain in the shadows. This may mean appreciating what she has, including her friendship with Billy. She's been acting jealous of his boo, Sally Spectra. Will Phyllis make a play for Billy? Once she is no longer a hostage, we expect Phyllis to reevaluate her feelings for Billy. This could imply an impulsive action, such as kissing him or making an outrageous statement that contradicts her genuine emotions. Tell us, YNR lovers, do you believe Phyllis will emerge from this hostage situation a different woman? And if she decides to pursue Billy, would she go to battle with Sally to obtain what she wants? Tell us what you think of the hostage narrative and who you want Billy to be within GC. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Nate is furious with Lily for investigating Damien. According to the Young and the Restless spoilers, Nate Hastings will discover that Lily Winter ordered Victor Newman to investigate Damien Kane. Lily assumed Nate would be pleased to know what she had discovered about his brother. However, Nate was outraged. Nate Hastings did not approach Lily Winter for assistance in investigating his brother's background. Nate wants to believe what Damien tells him and believes that he would eventually trust him. Beyond that, Nate wants Damien to reconnect with his mother and is concerned that Lily may jeopardize that. Damien is already unhappy at being duped. If Damien hears that he is under investigation, he may flee town and abandon Nate and his mother. Damien and Amy Lewis had been estranged since he was 16 years old. Damien believed that his mother let his father die and did not want to be there to support him. Damien Kane is getting closer to Amy Lewis. Amy and Damien have had dinner and even gone down memory lane. Damien cannot pledge to forgive his mother and return to the relationship they had years before. Damien, on the other hand, has encouraged his mother to seek out another doctor who may be able to assist her live a longer life. Amy has cancer and has been told there is nothing more that can be done for her. Nate has located another doctor, and Amy has consented to see his friend. Nate is hoping that his friend can help Amy survive the cancer. Nate wants Damien to stay in town to assist Amy while she goes through this. Will Lily Winter cause Damien Kane to leave town? Lily has been seeing Damien here and there, encouraging him to make amends with his mother. Damien's decision to stay in Genoa City was largely motivated by Lily. Unfortunately, if it is revealed that Lily had Damien probed, Nate would be held accountable for her meddling in Damien's affairs. Will Damien pack up and leave town now that Lily has invaded his privacy? Victor has connected Damien to another man who appears to own Damien's enterprises. Despite Nate's warning to Lily to stop, Victor continues to investigate. Will Damien leave town and his mother as a result of this? The Young and the Restless spoilers, Adam's loyalty in question. Will Adam's infidelity haunt Chelsea? According to the Young and the Restless spoilers and updates, Adam Newman recently spent a nice evening with Chelsea Lawson, who was impressed by his prepared food. To make the occasion even more special, Adam had Chelsea's favorite cheesecake flown in from New York. Adam clearly wanted Chelsea to feel very special. It is clear that Adam wanted Chelsea to feel cherished, and she did. Chelsea, however, had a serious question for Adam as residual thoughts about Sally Spectra weighed on her mind. When she asked if Adam had completely moved on from Sally, he assured her that there was not even a flicker of a flicker remaining. Adam's amorous gestures on Valentine's Day seemed to indicate to fans that he was leaving Sally behind. Still, one can't help but wonder if Adam and Chelsea's happy reunion is too good to be true. Taking things slow and being cautious, Chelsea and Adam are stepping carefully as they enter a new era of their relationship. The question is, how long will this fresh beginning last? Is Adam destined to betray Chelsea in the future, and can his newfound loyalty truly be trusted? While we all hope Adam transforms and does not cause Chelsea harm, clarity is elusive. After all, he never meant to hurt Sally, and we all know how that story ended. Fans saw Adam's darker side when he fooled Sally for Chelsea, demonstrating that the betrayal was about much more than a brief affair in Baltimore. Adam told Sally lie after lie. Adam fooled Sally repeatedly, intentionally tricking her into believing that everything was fine. That darker side of Adam stays, possibly forever inscribed in his character. There's no denying Adam has a manipulative streak and a tendency to undercut himself. In summary, while Adam and Chelsea may have a transient romance, there is a real risk that it will all come crumbling down. Even if Adam has left Sally behind, the chance of infidelity with someone else remains. Alternatively, Adam may find another means to cause Chelsea misery in the future. Chelsea may regret giving Adam another chance. Chelsea may come to regret her decision to rejoin with Adam, as they have previously traveled this path, and it rarely ends well. While she may assume Adam has matured sufficiently for a new beginning, she may soon confront a harsh reality if he relapses into his old self-destructive behaviors. Signs indicate that heartbreak is on the way for the couple, so keep a lookout for any troubling developments in their relationship. According to current teasers, Chelsea and Adam will deepen their relationship for the time being, but if they aren't careful, their restored bond could lead to trouble. The Young and the Restless spoilers, 3 lusty pairings, who's about to heat up winter in GC? The Young and the Restless spoilers indicate that 3 passionate sessions are about to take place in Genoa City, and we're ready. It's been a long, cold winter in GC, and it's time for your favorite characters to bring the heat. Here's what you need to know to stay up to date. 1. Audra and Holden. Audra Charles had a hot relationship with Holden Novak in Los Angeles. However, she has not told her boo Nate Hastings the whole truth. And we can see where this is headed. Audra did open up about her past to her best friend Sally Spectra, admitting that she and Holden had something intense. But he told Nate it was only a casual fling, implying that Audra may still have feelings for Holden. Lying to a partner is never a smart decision, and Audra's actions suggest that she is on the slippery road to adultery. 2. Lily and Damien. Holden's best friend, Damien Kane, is likewise on the verge of romance. He's smitten with Lily Winters and plainly on the verge of love. Why else would he consent to talk to his dying mother, which he has previously refused to do? Lily has been coy thus far with the mystery man, but we know she is interested, otherwise, why would she agree to have supper with him? The point is, we don't know if Damien has any hidden objective because he knows who she is and where she works. Nonetheless, the appeal is evident, and they may succumb to temptation sooner rather than later. 3. Summer and Kyle. During the week of March 3rd to 7th, Kyle Abbott attempts to establish boundaries with his ex, Summer Newman. That's because she's being too forward, and he's on to Claire Newman, the former nanny. Is Kyle setting boundaries because he is concerned about his own flimsy boundaries? Definitely, maybe. Fans will witness Summer begin to push those boundaries, and Kyle may struggle to resist. Summer is a fully grown woman, whilst Claire is a novice. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.